Welcome to the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, where we watch Blu-rays and the biscuit spices up your life. Hello.
Hello.
Are your hosts, James and Jade? Hello.
Hello.
We took a break, didn't we? What happened?
We were busy.
We have got stuff happening.
We really do.
Also, I figured it out, what it could be.
What?
Is that we watched the Minecraft movie, and then we just said, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, culturally, it was like, no, this has just completely fried our brains. We need a while to rest.
We ended seeing the Minecraft movie twice as well, which
we did,
is never a good thing. So, we've hit a hard reset, and this is season 5.
Yay, season 5!
We did it! How'd you feel?
I see, yeah, hold tight.
Okay. Usually we start these seasons with a bit of Star Wars.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and that's not the case on this one.
No, it's really fucking isn't, is it?
I think there was a running theme throughout season 4 where we would pick films and then somehow Spice World would come up.
We say somehow. You kept bringing Spice World up for whatever reason, and I've got no idea why.
Because it's a fucking banger.
No, it really isn't. What have you given it on Letterboxd?
I haven't rated it yet.
And what are you going to rate it?
Oh, probably, I don't know, 1 for each girl. So 5 out of 5.
You are not giving it 5 out of 5.
I might give it 5 out of 5.
Oh, please don't.
There's a lot to unpack in this movie.
Oh, there is.
Here's the thing. The Spice Girls. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah. So was I.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you get caught up in the Spice World, the Spice Girls stuff?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. I remember when Two Became One came out.
Yeah.
Two Become One came out. And I was absolutely obsessed. Did it make Christmas #1?
Yeah, it did that, yeah.
And I remember my dad once, I think he walked in while checking to see if me and my sister were okay, and I was sobbing my eyes out in bed going, I want to be a Spice Girl. And he's never let me live that down.
Wow, okay.
I still do. I'd still like to be a Spice Girl.
Good. Who's your favourite Spice Girl?
It was always Jerry.
Okay. Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice. I always thought she was really cool. The best singer is definitely Mel C.
Oh, 100%.
Was she your favourite?
I don't know. This is tricky. I always used to fancy Jerry.
She's sexy.
She's sexy. The Union Jack dress. Oh my gosh. For anyone who doesn't know us or is tuning in for this podcast for the first time, we compare stuff to Space Jam. It's nothing serious. We just go, that's our rating system. However, we are kids of the 90s. Uh-huh. And so this is right at home here. Yeah,
so much of this, I was like, oh my God, I remember that. I remember this.
It was the 90s. Good times. I should probably give a shout out to my sister in this one, because she had a lot of control over the CD players in our house.
Okay.
And yeah, she got caught up in the Take That fever, and then Spice Fever?
Spice Fever.
I see, yeah, hold tight.
Yes.
Okay. So that's why I like Spice Girls as much as I do. Mm-hmm. I also think some of their bangers are bangers.
We had a bit of a fight in my household, so
I see, yeah, hold tight.
Just like that. I really liked the Spice Girls. My sister really liked All Saints.
Oh, okay.
So we was kind of battling it off, and then she really liked Billie Piper.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a time.
For anyone who doesn't understand who the Spice Girls are...
Where have you been?
Well, I'm going to leave this to you. Sum up the Spice Girls in a cheeky little paragraph.
If I was going to sum up the 90s, it would be the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
They completely changed everything. The whole idea of girl power, they were really different as well. I think the idea that they all had this kind of individual theme, it was just really cool.
There was a lot going on in the charts in the 90s.
Yeah.
We had Britpop, we had Oasis and all that stuff. The rise of electric dance, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we did have the likes of Britney and stuff there as well. They were
a bit later.
She's a great pop artist, I think.
Yeah.
But
in Britain,
the Spice Girls just completely took over.
Yeah.
Do you remember the dolls?
I do remember the dolls.
I remember them selling out everywhere, and then one shop I remember being in, and they only had the Victoria Beckham dolls.
Oh.
And I was gutted at the time. But now I wouldn't care, because I think she's cool as fuck.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Name them. Who are the Spice Girls? Which ones have you got?
Their spices or their names?
Either or.
Okay, so we've got Victoria. She is Posh Spice.
Yes.
We have Jerry. She is Gary. She is Ginger Spice. Mm-hmm. We've got Emma. She is Baby Spice. Mm-hmm. We've got Mel. One of the Mels.
Yeah.
We've got Mel B. She's Scary Spice. Mm-hmm. Then we've got Mel C. And she is Spotty Spice.
Yeah. One of those is actually only a spice. Is Ginger a spice?
Ginger is a spice, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, good. So, but You wouldn't find them on the spice rack. Though,
Yeah,
would
you wouldn't find a sporty spice on your spice rack.
on your spice rack.
On your spice rack.
If someone came up to me and was like, "What were the 90s like?" I would lend them my copy of the DVD. We own this, by the way. We've not rented this. We've not pirated this. I went out and I bought the DVD because you can't get it on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray,
Yeah.
You can't really find it on DVD either. Because I looked, didn't I, on Amazon? Because you were absolutely gagging to have it for some reason.
Well, I had to watch it. We had to watch it for this.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
The sooner this film leaves our household, the better.
Did you enjoy watching it in a VHS box ratio, or were you nonplussed?
I didn't really care. And while I enjoyed the music, what the fuck did I just watch?
Okay, right. There's a lot going on. It put me in mind of movies like A Hard Day's Night, which I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Have you watched A Hard Day's Night?
I haven't, no.
Oh, you're a Beatles fan now.
I am a Beatles fan.
What gives?
I grew up watching Yellow Submarine over and over and over again. Not Hard Day's Night.
Okay. Why?
And maybe it's because it's animated.
Yeah, probably. I mean, no, not probably. It definitely is.
It definitely is an animated feature.
The Beatles can't just do that.
I think they can. I think that's what they could genuinely do.
You think that's what's happening there, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, boys. We're gonna.
I'm going all.
We're gonna be a cartoon.
Oh, do you know what? Don't. Oh, I won't listen to any smack talk about Yellow Submarine. It's a fucking masterpiece. It's great.
Look, unfortunately, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
Oh, I fucking know.
I see. Yeah, hold tight. Would you care to take a guess at the Metascore it's got on IMDb?
What's it out of?
100.
30.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, 34.
Oh, it's your age.
That is. Oh God, that's how old I am.
You're an old man.
Oh my God, I've just watched the Spice Girls movie. I remember it being better. I will be honest. Mm-hmm. However, the last time I watched this, I would have been 8 years old.
How many times did you watch it growing up? Did you watch it a lot?
Yeah, we had it on VHS.
Oh, okay. I bet your sister battered that copy, didn't she?
And we had the PS1 game.
I remember that existing. I didn't have it, but I remember it.
Oh, it's something else. If you check out some gameplay for the Spice World PS1 game, you could make the mix of the song, and then you had to do a little dance. And then that was it, but you had to do it for each Spice Girl.
Oh, I wish this was filmed, because then everyone could have seen you doing your little dance.
My little dance today.
Your little lambadi you just did on the spot.
Oh, yeah. But a quick thing. We said we were going to film these. That's not happening for a while.
For now.
Now.
But it will.
Yeah. It's on back burner. However, stay with us. We're cooking.
Yes, we are indeed.
So, the Spice Girls are on a world tour.
No, they're not.
They're going on a big concert.
They're counting down to a concert at the Royal Albert Hall.
The Royal Albert Hall. I'm just checking up the writing credits and the directors and stuff.
It's Kim Fuller, in it.
It's Kim Fuller, yeah. Do you know him? It is a man.
No, I don't.
Kim Fuller.
Any relation to Simon Fuller?
I would assume so, yes. Simon Fuller, of course. A big talent manager.
X Factor.
He was...
No, it's Pop Idol, wasn't it?
No, that's not... You're thinking Simon Cowell.
No, I'm pretty sure he was the creator behind those shows.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I could be wrong. Google it.
But there's no writing credit here. The three people who have credits for the writing are Kim Fuller, and then the idea was by the Spice Girls and Kim Fuller. So this was...
Okay.
This was the idea of 6 people.
Oh, he was the creator of Pop Idol and American Idol.
Simon Fuller. Yeah.
Oh, that man knows pop.
He was the big manager for things like S Club 7 and stuff like that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because they had their own movie too.
They did! We will never cover that on this.
But we had to cover this shit.
Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Would you say a film has to tell a story, or does it just simply have to exist?
I'd like to think a film has some sort of plot to it.
Okay.
This tries. My God, it's so fucking crap. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
I love the Spice Girls, and I love their music.
Yes.
And I appreciate it for that. But these girls can't act.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
come
but
on.
they can't. The writing's poor. The story's weird. I don't like a lot of what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on.
There's so much going on.
It's not without a talented cast, however.
For some reason.
Yeah. A very British cast, you might say.
Yes.
Obviously, they've got the Spice Girls. Their performances, I don't mind their performances in this, because it must be weird. Like, what is your personality trait? Baby. I've got teddy bears and stuff.
Chupa Chups.
Oh my God. We'll get onto it. Richard Bryce is in this. Elvis Costello makes a cameo. Alan Cumming.
Who's in this for some reason.
Alan Cumming has cropped up a lot this year for us, me and you.
Yeah, he's just like that.
What gives?
I don't know. I think it's like Bloody Mary. You say his name enough and he just appears.
Oh, do we dare?
No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Alan Cumming.
No.
Alan Cumming.
No.
Alan Cumming.
He's in here right now.
Alan, get out! Jason Fleming, a young Jason Fleming.
Yes. Before he went on to do a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's correct. So, get over that movie.
I can't.
Stephen Fry, Bob Geldof, Richard E. Grant, Jules Holland, Bob Hoskins. These are all cameos mostly. But Barry Humphries, Elton John, Hugh Laurie, Meat Loaf.
Mr.
Loaf. Roger Moore's in this. And Richard O'Brien. That's why it came up in the first place.
Oh my God.
Because I think we did the Rocky Horror podcast, and I thought these Meat Loaf and Richard O'Brien have appeared in one other film, and it's this.
Wow, what a movie to be in.
What a truly beautiful to behold. The plot of this movie. Richard E. Grant is their manager, and he's having a nervous breakdown?
Yes.
Great. That's it. I like Richard E. Grant in this.
He does the job, doesn't he?
Richard E. Grant. He's basically taking them around different excursions on the run-up to this concert. Yeah.
And it's all the weird shit they do in between.
We have a sellout concert at the Royal Albert Hall, but in the meantime, we're going to go to Milan, and we're going to meet some aliens, and we're going to go to dance camp, and then hang out with...
There's going to be some flashbacks. Yeah. It's all very strange.
And we're going to get on a boat. There's nothing... It's just 5 girls having a good time.
Yeah.
You weren't vibing at all with this.
No, I wasn't.
No. I get a laugh out of this every now and then.
I know you do.
Yeah.
And it was cute watching you laughing at it. And then you was reacting because you was laughing at me, who was just clearly not vibing with this.
No, just yeah. How'd you'd seen this when you were a kid, though, right?
I think I saw it once. I think my parents rented it out, and at the time I was really poorly.
Okay.
Kind of similar to where we are today. So watching this while I don't feel particularly great, it's bringing all the memories back, and I think I must have tried to block it from my mind because we never owned it. Okay.
We own it now.
Oh, I know.
So, anytime you're ill, anytime you're under the weather, I will just bust out this.
Don't slap this on. Then I'll only attribute the Spice Girls to when I feel sick, and I'll be like, no, Jerry, no.
What do you like about this movie?
Again, I love the music.
Okay.
I think it's great. And I think they're great when they are performing.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I just find it so cheesy.
I think that's the point. Is that not the point? Is that not the point?
What is it you really like about this?
I can tell you what I like about this. Now,
you can tell you what you like, but you really, really like. Go on.
That's a Spice Girls reference.
Spicy.
Very spicy. I like... again, this is...
Well done.
No, hang on. I've got to preface this somehow. This is a product of the 90s.
As you keep saying.
And because of that, a lot of this hasn't aged particularly well.
Oh, it hasn't.
So... I don't think we should go too much into it.
No, because people can't know what was to happen later on with some of the things.
Correct.
That they said, or that some of the songs that ended up being in this.
Yes, but that song in particular I find quite good. And for those who don't know what it is, Joker did a similar thing. You know the Joker scene where he's going down the stairs and he's dancing. They play a particular song that's by an artist whose
second name is Glitter.
Yeah. And even then, it poses questions.
Yeah.
However, I quite like that scene. I don't love that song in particular, but that scene's quite good. And another guy I like in this, I like Michael Barrymore in this. Mm-hmm. Michael Barrymore was a TV presenter in the 90s, a bit like Matthew Kelly, who it's had quite a spectacular fall from grace. Mm-hmm. That's all we'll go into.
Yeah. So people were never to know that was going to happen.
Yeah. But I remember as a kid laughing my ass off at Michael Barrymore in this. Mm-hmm. And even now, just being like, oh. And then going, oh. Yeah. Oh my. Richard E. Grant, I find watchable anyway, but he's always the same.
Yeah.
Because we watched Death of a Unicorn not long ago. And he was in that.
You're the same person.
It was like, you are the Spice Girls manager.
He's not exactly aging either. I think he looks exactly the same.
In this?
Yeah, he's not changing in any of these films. He's just the same person.
Did you... Oh, because he was in Saltburn, wasn't he? He did the
same
thing,
it's like, your face does not change, sir. You look exactly the same.
Yeah, Richard E. Grant. Good guy. Meatloaf's got a good line in this.
Oh, yes. And you had to go back to make sure that I had appreciated the line.
Did you hear the line he just said? That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he said, I'll do anything for these girls, but I won't do that. About cleaning their toilet.
Yes.
Good times. Good times.
What a joke.
When they get back from Milan, this concert in Milan where they've just sung a song by a felon.
Yes.
Right. They're on the bus and they decide to go into the woods.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind when that bus pulls up and then there's a UFO there?
I was actually quite gobsmacked. But then I remembered something. I don't know if it's on a music video of theirs.
Okay.
Where there is aliens. There might be. I can't remember. Or I don't know if it was maybe something I'd seen from watching the film as a child and I tried to mentally block it out. But I knew something was coming.
Okay.
But when I actually saw the aliens themselves, I was like, fucking hell.
And these aren't your ETs. These aren't anything like that.
These are creepy. These are perverted.
The naughty aliens, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
First thing one does is put his hand out to squeeze Melby's...
Squeeze a boob. You can't be doing that. That's not how you greet people.
In their space, no one can hear you scream. So.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Do I cut that line? I'll leave it in. But that gets a laugh out of me because those aliens don't look very good at all.
No. And the whole scene is just so weird.
Yeah. When Mel C asks one of them, would you like an autograph? And the alien goes like, in his alien language, like, yes. And then he's like, who shall I sign it for? And then he just says his name. It's just gibberish. It's a good film.
But they seem to understand exactly what they mean.
Mm. We watched a film not long ago, and when I say we, I mean you, where Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, yeah. You was watching it from afar, don't lie.
Alan Cummings in that one as well, so like...
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's here again.
Oh, God! That did a similar thing with, like, the press and stuff. Because there's an underlying plot in this movie where the press and the paparazzi are trying to ruin the Spice Girls for some reason. There's a similar thing happening in there?
Not the press trying to ruin them, but there is a press kind of thing about controlling people.
Uh-huh.
And controlling how people think about and what people buy.
Yeah. Similar vibes?
Not really, but I can see why you might think that they do have a similar vibe to them.
Okay.
Because they're both films about pop groups.
Well, the thing is, you grew up watching Josie and the Pussycats as well?
I did.
So, she was a Josie and the Pussycats fan. He was a Spice World guy.
Can I make it any more obvious?
Yeah. I think those films are exactly the same. And they've both got Alan Cummings. So
you're wrong. They are not exactly the same.
Also, there's another storyline in this where there are two Hollywood directors. Well, a director, a producer probably, and a writer who want to make a Spice Girls movie, and they're pitching it to Richard Egrant throughout the movie. But those things happen as it's happening.
And it's weird.
Do you find the finale of this quite spectacular? Because I did.
Really?
When I was a child.
I suppose it is because it's quite amazing now to see London so quiet. I was like, you wouldn't get no one on like Tower Bridge. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That would be so busy. Mm-hmm. When Victoria is just kind of weaving in and out of traffic, I thought, good luck with that. You'd be paying so many fines. You would. I
think there's a turning point in the movie about halfway where at the start of it, it's Mel B and Jerry who are like the leaders of the gang. Mm-hmm. But then Posh sort of creeps in.
Yeah.
Towards the end, and she gets a few funny digs in.
Yeah, I quite like her.
Yeah.
I think she's great.
I just think she's likeable. Yeah.
There's also this film is just so slapped together. There's another storyline about the Spice Girls having a best friend whose name I couldn't tell you.
Nicola,
who is heavily pregnant.
Yes. Okay.
And the first scene that she's in, they ask how her partner is.
Uh-huh.
And she just goes, he's left me. And they'll just go, aww. And then next second, they're all really happy.
This is a film about girl power, though. So is that not the point?
But girls should be consolidating. Girls should be consoling each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just the way they just completely brushed over it. They was like, oh, okay.
This girl,
not that you'd be devastated if that happens to you.
This girl, Nicola, heavily pregnant, a month overdue. They take her to a nightclub.
For some reason.
Yeah. And Mel B's like, oh, they're playing one of my bully songs in here. Because she's from Leeds. And
they leave said friend on a balcony to dance on the dance floor.
Their 1 week overdue
pregnant friend
on a balcony. They just leave her to go and dance to one of their songs. And then she goes into labour, and Meatloaf drives them to... This is weird. Thinking about it now.
When you say it out loud...
When I say it out loud, yeah. And then Meatloaf drives them on a bus to the hospital. And then they're all gathered around her saying, "Oh, you should push. And then the nurse comes in, and she's like, "Oh, she's not ready yet." Like,
yeah, they actually say the word. She's only 1 centimetre dilated. What's she pushing for? It's like, And then it cuts to a random scene at the hospital where... Who is it? Is it... it's Posh Spice, Jerry, and... Is it Scary?
Yeah, I want to say yes.
There's a little boy. Is he in a coma or something
yeah, that's
like
right,
that?
yeah.
And they try to get him to wake up, and then all of a sudden his eyes magically open. It's all very weird.
You missed the line, but just before his eyes...
What, that says, Jerry, you should take your top off?
Yeah, that was it.
What the hell?
Girl power.
But yeah, and then the Spice Girls end up delivering a baby.
Yeah.
And that baby comes out suspiciously clean looking.
Well, we've been... Okay. Yeah. Full head of hair. Maybe... I would assume that baby was already 7 months old.
Yeah, so FYI, guys, me and James watch a lot of trash TV. I've been watching a lot of old reruns of some right crap recently. Like Dinner Date.
Yep.
Like Don't Tell the Bride.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah, like 4 Weddings. And I slapped on a bit of One Born every minute.
Yep.
And yeah, that baby did not look like what we've seen.
Goopy.
Yeah.
Slimy.
Yeah, that baby was so pink.
That baby might have come out and just gone, "Have you got some spare tickets for this?"
But it's the way that one of the midwives comes in and goes, I've got to get off now. I'm going to see the Spice Girls concert. And they're right there.
No, but this comes at a very important point in the movie because Richard E. Grant has had a falling out with the Spice Girls. And the Spice Girls they have a flashback into when they all used to go to this
cafe,
this Greasy Spoon, and they would hang out and they'd say, "Oh, we're going to get big off one of these songs." And it's Wannabe, which, for anyone who wasn't around, Wannabe was a game changer.
Yeah, it was.
It was fucking everywhere. I remember vividly. Vividly. So anyway, but Richard E. Grant is like, "Oh, you've got to do the gig.
You've got to do this concert."
Yeah, and then like, actually, some people are more important. If you are contractually obligated, do you have a leg to stand on?
If you don't do it, you're facing quite a lot of fines. I think the kind of underlying part of this, though, is that they are completely chocker up until this world tour, and they ask for a morning off, and he has to ask some sort of secret manager, which is Roger Moore.
Sir Roger Moore, thank you very much.
Sir Roger Moore, who's always seen feeding some animal for some reason.
Sir Roger Moore is... he was James Bond at one point.
He really was.
Yes, he actually was.
And now he manages the Spice Girls. So, but they ask for a morning off so they can see this best friend who's heavily pregnant.
Yep.
And they're told no.
By Richard E. Grant.
Yeah, and they're like, "What, you're running us ragged? Like, we want to enjoy this, want to be there for our fans, but we need a break too." Mm-hmm. Which is also important.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then you don't want to be letting your fans down and cancelling your concert that they paid for.
But at one point, I've got no sympathy for Mel B. And this isn't anything to do with the personal life, but there's one point where at the start where they're rehearsing, and it's a song, I forget which one, and they're singing it, and then she just out of nowhere just blames the drummer for being out of time.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, whoa. Speak to him nicely.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Did they call him a div?
She calls him a div, but she's the one dressed in an astronaut jacket.
Oh, her costumes in this they were absolutely fucking shocking.
I would assume those were the costumes they'd wear on tour.
But they're in Italy at one point, and she's got this fucking NASA jacket on. I thought you'd be so fucking hot.
Okay. This might be the magic of cinema, but I don't think they were in.
I don't think they're in Italy either.
Yeah. They just got stock footage of a plane flying over.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Richard E. Grant's trying to please his boss, Roger Moore, who is... he only speaks in metaphors, but they're not good metaphors. I think that's the joke.
Maybe. Would this have gone over kids' heads, though? Because ultimately this was for children.
Yeah. It's... What's it referencing?
I'm guessing it's referencing James Bond, because of the way like he's stroking that rabbit. It's very like Blowfield, isn't it?
Yeah. But then it's a Close Encounters reference, which would kids get that? Have kids seen E.T.?
Maybe. I've never seen E.T.
This is the problem. It will be fixed. Say you're a 7-year-old girl. You, Jade, you're a 7-year-old girl.
Yay!
Okay. Do you want to go see the Spice World movie?
Maybe.
Guess what it's about?
What?
Richard E. Grant is their manager.
Yeah.
And he yells at them all the time.
Okay.
And then they're on a boat in the Thames.
Yeah.
With 2 kids, and they fall off and nearly drown.
That's another part of the story that we've not mentioned yet.
Yeah, we'll get to it. And then we've got to bring up the fucking Chubba Chups. You, 7-year-old Jade, are you interested in this movie?
No.
What would you like to go see instead?
Emperor's New Groove.
We'll go see Emperor's New Groove tonight then. Yeah. That was unseen.
And cut.
Yeah. Alan Cumming, or going.
Yes, Alan Cumming is in this for whatever reason. Because there's loads of random little backstories that's supposed to all slap together that don't really slap together. They're just filming this random documentary.
About the Spice Girls.
Whether they've got permission or not, I don't know.
I think they did. But it's like the people in charge have forgotten they're there.
Yeah.
So Alan Cumming and his camera crew are just trying their best to get footage. So they're on a boat with some competition winners.
Yeah, so Spice Girls have got these 2 little girls that have won a competition to drive with them in their Spice bus all day. Instead, they take them out on this dodgy-looking boat.
Yeah. They stop the bus. We don't do anything spontaneous anymore. They stop the bus and they get on a boat on the Thames, which is...
Yeah, Dance to My Boy Lollipop.
Which isn't one of their songs.
No.
Okay. And then there's a bit of driftwood in the water, and 3 of them fall out. Posh and the 2 girls fall out. Is that a lawsuit waiting to happen?
Yeah, especially because the life vests that they're wearing in the scene beforehand are completely different to the ones that go off in the water.
Yeah. I like it as well that Alan Cumming fell out of the boat.
Yeah.
But then he gets out completely dry.
He can just do that.
Yeah, damp at best. But Alan Cumming, I imagine he's a very damp man anyway.
Wow. But in relation to that, guys, we've also then got another fucking added part to the story.
Well, which one?
About a newspaper that's trying to make the Spice Girls look like twats to sell papers.
This is Jason Fleming's bit, and
they hire a photographer to basically follow them around.
Richard O'Brien, who makes his entrance, or one of his entrances in the movie. He just climbs out of a toilet. I've never seen anyone climb out of a toilet before. I just thought, Richard O'Brien's just a weird shaped man where he can
do that.
Yeah,
he can just do that.
But is a 7-year-old Jade, are you bothered about Richard O'Brien taking the Spice Girls photographs?
No, but you know what he's doing. You know, you can tell he's a bad man trying to get them in trouble.
Yeah,
it's a bit like Scooby-Doo 2. You can tell that he's a bad news reporter.
It's exactly like Scooby-Doo 2.
Exactly, where they're twisting people's words.
Yeah, the main journalist in that is played by Barry Humphries, who's Dame Edna.
Oh, okay.
If for those who don't know, the shark from Finding Nemo.
Banging.
That's trivia I know.
Just know that.
I was like, that's Barry Humphries.
Yes, it is.
Trying his hardest to hide his Australian accent. Thank you very much.
We also get a cameo from Elton John, who just appears. They all kiss him on the cheek, and then he fucks off.
Well, yeah, okay. How much screen time would you say Elton John had in this movie?
All of maybe 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
If that.
He has bits on the DVD bonus features.
For no reason.
He has a biography. Like, you don't know who fucking Elton John is.
Oh,
also, they're on about the writer and the producer. They're on about, okay, we're going to make them like a Charlie's Angels sort of thing.
Yeah.
Spice Force 5.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. And then Jerry is the master of disguise, and she walks into a phone box, spins around a few times, and Bob Hoskins walks out.
Again, I feel like Jerry can just do that.
Do you know what other film features Bob Hoskins and Alan Cumming?
What?
Son of the Mask.
I've never seen that shit, and I know for a fact you're going to want me to watch it just so I can hate it.
It ties into this quite nicely.
No.
No, okay, fine. I think it's Emoji Movie next.
Oh, no. I feel like you hate me.
I'll let you make the choice. It's either Emoji Movie or Pete's Dragon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, great. I've got
a cracking season.
What am I about to say?
Welcome back to the podcast, folks.
Yay.
What was your favourite storyline out of this?
None of them.
Okay, but what was your favourite, though? Of all the ones you didn't like, which ones didn't you like the least?
I liked them being at the Albert Hall at the end.
Oh, you mean the filmed concert?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I thought that was good. I like seeing them perform because I think they're great on stage.
Yeah. Did you think they needed their Michael Barrymore dance training?
No, not really, because they didn't do what he asked for anyway. And they
didn't
even sing the song that he was making them do choreography for.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He tried to make them do choreography for "Mama, I Love You," that one. But then they went, "No, we're not interested in this." Then they played "Spice Up Your Life" and started doing their own like flamenco sort of things.
Lambada. Yeah. That's their best song.
That's like the only bit you know from that song.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit where they talk about the Timbuktu people.
Dancing Queen.
Yeah. That's a good song. If you were a Spice Girls fan, are there any songs in this that didn't make the cut for you? Because Two Become One is not in this movie.
No, it's not. We do get a bit of Viva Forever.
Yeah.
Get slapped in there a little bit.
We were discussing Viva Forever. Oh, come on.
Say that again.
We were discussing Viva Forever just before we started recording this podcast.
Yeah, we were.
Because we're not sure what's kicking off in that music video.
Yeah, so I saw the music video. I wasn't a child when I saw it. I think I must have been about 18.
Okay.
It just came on a music channel, and I thought, oh, I've never seen this before, but I've seen the images of them as fairies, and it fucking traumatised me. I was like, I'm 18, and why is this upsetting me?
But for the wrong reasons. For those who don't know, it's the claymation fairy Spice Girls. There were still 5 of them at this point.
It took longer to film than Spice World did.
The movie.
Yeah, the music video took longer to do.
Yeah. And in that video, there are 2 boys playing in the woods, and one of them finds an egg, like a Kinder Surprise.
Yeah.
And then opens it. The other one runs off. Then there's a Rubik's Cube. And then these fairies harass him.
Who are the Spice Girls?
Who are the Spice Girls? Which look terrifying, by the way. That's not a good design.
Do.
Yeah. And then they put him in a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, they blow fairy dust at him, and then he gets shrunken into this Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. And then he's in there. And then the other kid comes back, finds the Rubik's Cube, puts it back in the egg. Yeah. And throws it into a giant gumball machine.
And it's really weirdly sad. And it's like, what the fuck have I just watched?
Essentially what you just watched was five grown-ass women dressed as fairies
kidnapping a child. Boy. Yeah.
The Viva Forever music video there, guys.
But so yeah, guys, I just tell you, just rewatch it again and tell me you don't find that weirdly sad.
Yeah.
And weirdly traumatizing.
There are a few films that go, okay, here's a song we're going to play, and we're going to play it a lot. The Graduate, Mrs. Robinson, it plays throughout.
Yeah.
If you like that song, if you don't like that song, that's not the film for you.
Yeah.
This plays stop every 5 minutes.
Do you feel like it does?
Yeah, I thought it did. Every time they were getting on the bus going anywhere, it would be like, stop right now. Oh. That I was like, great. It's a good song.
Just that bit.
And then Richard E. Grant would be like, it would be like, now hear this. And he does the things on their tour bus.
Driving them mad.
Yeah. This is a good movie.
What the fuck?
But the concert at the end, it lacks life. Mm-hmm. I've seen recordings of other bands at the Royal Albert Hall, and they've filled it. Like, it's chocker. Yeah. The Killers is who I'm talking about.
Yeah. The Killers are a bit later, though.
I appreciate, however, they aren't held back by seating on the floor. Mm-hmm. So in the Killers live from the Royal Albert Hall, people are jammed in and they're having the vibe in. But this concert, that is a sellout concert for the Spice Girls, it looks like you can just get up, just have a walk around.
Yeah, I did think it looked surprisingly empty. And there was still loads of fans outside that were clearly waiting to get in. It's like, well, this concert's just started.
Yeah.
They wouldn't still have a load of people outside.
But if you couldn't get tickets anyway, don't worry. It was live streamed across the nation because everyone was watching it on TV.
Apparently everybody wanted tickets for it. So it's like, what the fuck? What am I watching?
Nicola and her 7-month just born baby.
Oh, yeah. Again, it's such a weird... I know what they were going for. It was like, us women
we're fun.
We brought children into the world where... Girl power.
Okay.
I get that. Midwives do that anyway.
Yeah, midwives are the real Spice Girls, is what you're saying.
They are the real girl power.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm glad that the Spice Girls have got that job too. I'm glad that they can do it.
Spice Girls didn't long break up after this.
No, they were very much on borrowed time, weren't they?
Yeah. This is Jerry's fault.
No.
It was... She left the band.
She did.
To have a solo career, which I will say, for a kid in the 90s... Slapped.
It did still slap, yeah.
Scream if you want to go faster. I will, Jerry Halliwell. Thank you very much.
But didn't Mel C have some good songs as well?
Mel C did that one song with Bryan Adams that I really like.
What about I Turn to You?
I Turn to You. I turn to me.
I remember Emma Bunton had some good songs.
Emma Bunton had some good songs. I can't think of them off the...
I know somebody who was in one of her music videos.
Do you actually?
I do, yeah. But Victoria Beckham also had some songs as well, didn't she? And
she did, with Dame Bowers.
And she tried to resurface again when I was at secondary school.
Yeah, she's a fashionista.
Fashionista?
Yeah, she is.
She's a good businesswoman, got to hand it to her.
So 4 of them have done well, and then Mel B... just Google it, guys. It's too... She's in a cafe in Leeds. Well, I was at Spice Girls. Fuck off, Mel B.
Oh. No, I think secretly as well, she's the reason that they've done tours since.
Yeah, because
I think she's needed some dollar.
She's got a lot going on. Eddie Murphy. So
oh, he's such a bellend.
Such a bellend. Who out of everyone here, and it's harmless. This film's harmless.
It's harmless, but it'll make you want to slap your face into a window.
Okay, but do you think anyone's career was damaged by this movie?
I can't think of it, and I don't remember seeing anything around the time of anyone's careers being
So, job done?
I think it did what it needed to do. Didn't it make that? Hasn't it made the most money out of all movies to do with bands that they've created? I could be wrong.
Probably. I'd probably say so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck it. That's right. It's made the most money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been the most successful.
Would you like a sequel to this? They were planning one.
The thing is like we had Crossroads. Didn't we have did we have a Mariah Carey movie?
We did. Glitter.
We had that. We had Seeing Double.
The X Club 7 movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So bands were trying to stick some crap out. This is probably the best start of a bad bunch.
I think that art's gone a bit, hasn't it?
I'm trying to think, but even now we've got singers that are in movies.
Yeah, that's not the problem. But what I'm saying is, like, you go to a film about a band, mostly it's just live concerts now.
Or biopics.
Yeah. Oh, bring back these.
Well, what band would you like today to do a movie about themselves?
Well, this is a problem because I don't know anything in the charts.
Because I'm surprised One Direction never went this route, you know.
There is a One Direction movie that we own downstairs. Thank you, Jack. Shout out to Jack, who bought me a One Direction movie.
But that's like a concert movie. It's not like... I don't think it really tells... It doesn't really have a plot like this.
Didn't Katy Perry have one?
But yeah, it's a concert movie, though.
Beyonce?
Concert movie. These are all concert movies.
So, I want to see them do a...
You want to see them put a bit of a shit plot together and have them do some random crap.
Yeah. Throw it back, guys.
Come on, guys. You can do this.
Did you enjoy watching this movie?
No.
Is it better than Space Jam?
No.
Okay. I think it's as... No, I don't actually. It's weird, isn't it?
I mean, no matter how much I love the girls themselves and I love the songs and I've got nostalgia glasses on, it is not a good movie. I'm sorry, but it's not.
But Meatloaf's in this movie.
He's in other things. What about you? Are you looking at this through nostalgic glasses?
I can't help but look at it through nostalgia glasses, but I don't think it's... It moves fast. I think it's been back at just over an hour.
Thankfully.
But I remember it lasting longer. And I remember finding the alien scene funnier. And I was just like, oh, looking at it now, I'm like, okay, one of them assaults.
One of them acts in a way that they shouldn't.
Yeah. It's like, and then wants free tickets. Come on.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, dear. No, it's not better than Space Jam. What we doing? Spice Jam?
Spice Jam? That sounds like a Meghan Markle thing. Done some pots of my Spice Jam.
Oh, my Spice Jam. This isn't a good movie. However, I think it's fine.
It's harmless.
Yeah.
I think if you want to reclaim your youth a little bit and be reminded of the time of the 90s, for anybody who lived through that time, wang this on.
Yeah.
And even to be fair, if you're interested in the 90s and you're born after that time, obviously 90s fashion has come around again.
Yeah.
Rewatch this if you want. You probably won't understand it or think it's any good, but
I would argue,
give it a watch.
If there were any other movies of 90s that I think encapsulate my upbringing in the 90s, it would be Spice World, Billy Elliot, which ironically set in the 70s, and the Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Oh, Kevin and Perry. I watched that the first time with my parents.
If you want to know what Britain was like in the 90s, those 3 films.
I don't quite agree with you, but I know what you mean. They seem quintessentially British movies.
Yeah, maybe Brastoff as well. I'll chuck Brastoff in there. Banging. It's good. It's about strikes.
Okay.
So yeah, that was Spice World.
I was literally just thinking then of a movie where an actress kept putting their own songs in it.
What was it?
But that was Lizzie McGuire. It wasn't.
The
Hilary
Lizzie
Duff.
McGuire movie, okay.
It wasn't Hilary Duff.
The Hannah Montana movie, what?
That might have done. Yeah, guys, we might be wrong because we've not really seen these things. But
Okay. But we have seen Spice World, and it's not better than Space Jam.
No, sorry, guys.
Welcome back. What a good one to start season 5.
Oh, what a welcome.
We've done well, haven't we? Spice up your life. Spice up your wife.
People of the world. Spice up your wife.
Sorry, I made that put you through this.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I had a good time.
God, we both sat eating Ben and Jerry's, having the best time.
You were fish food, I was chunky monkey.
Absolutely.
Good times.
Oh my God.
Oh well, it's certainly going to get better.
Will it though?
Oh, I don't
We've
know.
got the Emoji movie
The
next.
Emoji
Is it
movie.
going to get better?
We'll see.
You went to see that at the cinema, didn't you?
I did, and I've got
Why?
a hot take about it that I will release soon.
Oh my God. Anything James likes is shit, basically, everybody.
Correct, but at least I'm giving it the right amount of stars.
Shut up.
Okay, well, yeah, thanks for tuning in. We are back
We are.
with a bang.
I'd like to think so.
Okay, sure.
I see ya.
Hold tight. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Emoji movie. Whoop whoop.
Bye.
See ya.